All right, so let's talk about assessing your glutes. So a little recap, what the glutes do is they extend your leg back behind you. The hamstring's primary function is to flex the knee as well as assist your glutes in hip extension. What happens when your glutes are shut down for various reasons? Your hamstrings can start to be the primary extender. The problem with that is, one, your hamstrings get overworked and crabby, and two, the line of pull based on the insertion of the hamstrings onto your ischial tuberosity is, like you actually care what that is, but it actually shifts that femoral head of your hip joint forward. So that can create a crabby hip flexor at that point, because your hip flexor is saying, whoa buddy, like I'm having to work overtime to help, stabilize that femoral head in the joint. So it's really important to get those glutes firing and not using your hamstrings quite as much. The other glorious thing is you won't have a flat butt. And to top it all off, it can also help from overutilizing your low back muscles. So how do you assess whether or not your glutes are firing and possibly your hamstrings are working harder than your glutes? So you'll be on your stomach for this. And what you're looking for is your glutes are firing before your hamstrings when you initially start to lift your leg. Your hamstrings are going to kick in because they are a hip extender, but they shouldn't be the first thing to fire. So I like to put my hand on my hamstring and the other hand on my glutes just so I can kind of feel what's happening. Your forehead can just rest down, and you're going to just raise your leg up behind you and see what you're feeling. Are you feeling your glutes kick on first? Are you feeling your hamstrings overpower? If you do feel like your hamstrings are kicking on, you can just stay in this position and just work on tightening your glute like you were going to lift your leg without letting your hamstring turn on. So that's a really good way to just create that mindfulness of what your glute is supposed to be doing. So give that a try and see how your glutes are firing.